My name is Patrick McDade, and welcome to Louisiana. It's my home state, and I'm going to take a few minutes today to tell you all about it. The story of Louisiana was written by its lush, green landscape. Louisiana sits in the United States Southeast, where three major rivers, the Red River, the Ouachita River, and the Mississippi River, all meet together to form the Mississippi Delta. These waterways funnel through hundreds of miles of wetlands to reach the Gulf of Mexico. This, combined with dense forestry and swampland in the north, give Louisiana the landscape known as sportsman's paradise. Wildlife abounds and takes many shapes and sizes. Some can be scary, and some are delightful. But in the Louisiana wild, you never know what you might find. This is the lake that I grew up on. It's more swamp than lake, and an alligator or two in the backyard was never an unusual thing. It's called Cross Lake. It's right outside of Louisiana's third largest city, my hometown, Shreveport. Situated in the northeast corner of the state, Shreveport sits directly on the Red River. Known for a vibrant nightlife, festival culture, it's also a cradle to country and rap music. But the biggest attraction is Shreveport's many riverboat casinos. People come from all over the southeast United States to pack into one of Shreveport's 8 riverboat casinos and resorts to relax, see shows, drink, eat, and play their hand with Lady Luck. Shreveport is also home to the state's second largest Mardi Gras celebrations. Jam-packed with parades, balls, beads, and booze, there's only one place in the state that does it better, but we're not quite there yet. Next up, Baton Rouge. Situated directly on the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge is the second largest city in the state. It is also the Louisiana state capital. It boasts the tallest Capitol building in the United States. But what's this town's crown jewel? It has to be Louisiana State University. One of the oldest and largest universities in the country, LSU is known for its cutting-edge medical and agricultural research, as well as its always successful athletic programs. Football is a way of life in this state, and nowhere better exemplifies this than Baton Rouge on an autumn Saturday night. After they've had their fill of food and drink, fans pack into one of the world's largest stadiums with a maximum capacity of 102,000 people. Now it's time to let our hair down and have some fun. We're off to the Big Easy, New Orleans. Roughly 60 miles south of Baton Rouge on the Mississippi River sits one of the most notorious cultural centers in the United States. New Orleans is one of the oldest cities in the U.S., and it has a rhythm and soul that are ageless. The French Quarter, one of the country's oldest commercial and residential neighborhoods, stays as lively and bustling today as it did 2.5 centuries ago. The famous Bourbon Street stays open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with bars, restaurants, clubs, and shops blurring the lines between late-night traffic and early morning risers. The city is also known for throwing one of the biggest parties on the planet. Millions of people travel from all over the globe in the months of February and March to experience New Orleans Mardi Gras. For 2 weeks, the streets of the city are closed in order to facilitate the constant rolling of over 45 different parades. The city's motto, Laissez les bon temps rouler, translated, let the good times roll. Oh, and have I mentioned the food? Well, there's lots of it, especially seafood. In our state, we say there's 4 seasons: shrimp, oyster, crawfish, and crab. And the unique Creole and Cajun cultures of South Louisiana and New Orleans have produced some of the best culinary concoctions in the United States. Boudin, etouffee, gumbo, po' boys, crawfish boils. You can find them anywhere in the state as long as you get us in the right season. New Orleans is also the birthplace of jazz. The combination of drums and percussion brought by African slaves, mixed with their European masters' stringed and horned instruments like the banjo, the fiddle, the trumpet, and the trombone, gave rise to the music that changed the world. Louis Armstrong, arguably jazz's greatest progenitor, lends his name to the New Orleans International Airport in honor of his contribution to the city and to jazz. Well, I hope you enjoyed this small tour of my home state, Louisiana.